All right, so we're going to do something a little different today, since I haven't done a video in a while. And one day I'll figure out how to get rid of that stupid light. But until then, all my mic stuff's over here. Anyway, what I wanted to do today was, and ignore my cool headphones, but they're cool, right? What I wanted to do today was just show you what I've been talking about with regard to playing into a digital audio workstation, if you have one, and having it sound really cool, man, and just noodling around. So we're going to accomplish a couple things today. I'm going to show you what that sounds like, and how cool it is with a little bit of effect. I'll put a little reverb on the horn. I'm going to be playing my Vinci horn today with my Bach 7C Artisan mouthpiece. Just a quick announcement. I did, in fact, order a Bach Artisan Stradivarius trumpet, so very excited to get that, hopefully maybe later in the week or next week, but really excited about that one. That was a pretty exciting purchase. I've been looking for a Bach for a while, and I just figured I'd give that one a shot because I love this mouthpiece so much. So how could the Artisan Stradivarius not be just as amazing? But anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to accomplish a few things today. One, I'm going to play my trumpet. You're going to hear the cool effect that I put on it, so it sounds really neat to play, and it feels inspiring and all that good stuff. Two, you're going to see me screw up a lot of things and kind of go through my workflow of, like how I come up with melodies and where things start. And, they all start with some kind of an improv or, I don't know, something like that. You'll hear me do and kind of play along to something that I just played. So I have a nice Rhodes keyboard sound here that I played, just a quick chord progression. And then I put a nice drum beat behind it that I just whipped together. It's just got a couple of things in it, nothing exciting. So this is a real raw track, but this is honestly how almost every song that I've ever done, other than the ones where other people have come up with the music, this is how every one of these songs works. So, or starts, I should say. So let's just jump into it, and I'll play a little bit, and then we'll talk a little bit after. Okay? How's that sound? Yeah? All right. Let's let it rip. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. So as you can see there, lots of mistakes, but that's okay. Let me stop the recording here real quick. Okay, cool. Now I'll get that horn part so we can edit that in there. But yeah, I mean, I can take this off now. What you're really kind of getting there, and let me, let's move this around. So what you can see, here, can you see that? So there you go. Horn part up here, drum part down there, and my, just my little snippet of the Rhodes track, and then there's my mic, and there's my horn. So yeah, I mean, wow, this is a very dizzying video. But in any way, I think that it's kind of a cool thing to show how that process works. And I see a lot of guitar videos and a lot of other instrument videos that show you that workflow and how that works. But if you're into this kind of thing, or you're taking the next steps in your trumpet playing and coming back to trumpet playing, and you want to start doing songs and putting stuff out the way I do, well, that's kind of how I do it. I just start with something that I play or sounds good. I don't know. I mean, really, there is no rhyme or reason to it. It's literally, I'll just doodle around on the keyboard until I find a nice chord progression or a little riff, or sometimes I'll even start with a drum beat that I've come up with. And from there, I just build on it, but it all starts as a loop. And that's really why I love lo-fi hip hop so much, because it allows you to not have to really take the song really anywhere, right? It's kind of cool. You can come up with a riff, and this is the beauty of the hip hop component of it, is it's basically, like an 8-bar or a 16-bar sample, and just looping it and then adding nuanced things in and out throughout the song, like changing up maybe what you're playing. And you heard there, like I dropped out the drums for a section there. And, that really dramatically changes the song, even though there's only 2 parts in the whole track. It made it sound, there's a bit of movement and emotion and, just interesting nature to that. So, if you're not an amazing musician, like me, I'm just a guy, right? And, I can play this stuff, but it's pretty basic and pretty minimal. And with the help of technology, I can put together a really cool, like 16 to 24 bar riff is usually what it comes out to being. And then I'll, like right off the bat there, now granted, that wasn't totally off the cuff. I, obviously had heard that in my head, the horn melody as I was writing and recording the Rhodes part. But, right off the bat, literally, I started doing this like 15 minutes ago. So right off the bat, you can come up with a cool little hook or a little melody or a little riff or a little line there that really works. And you just kind of repeat that throughout the whole process of the song. And, you can change the cadence of it. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll come up with a part like that. And then I'll add, like, in the beginning of that, I'll layer a whole bunch of horns and do like cool harmony, like like that. And then you get this really nice 3-part horn riff that sounds really cool. And another trick that I like to use there is I have a bunch of different trumpets. So I'll play, like the Vinci that I have there. Then I'll grab, like, I don't know, one of my other horns, like a raw brass trumpet I have, or one of the Shilky horns I have, play another part. And then usually the lower part, I'll blow that on the flugelhorn. So you kind of get a really resonant, it's kind of like, instead of singing your own vocals, 1, 2, 3, 4 background parts, it's always, not always, but it really does sound better if you get different timbres of voice in there. So the same with the horn. Since I don't have trombones and saxophones and, all this other stuff, I've got different horns that actually sound different. And then, of course, I can also, if I'm really not happy with that, throw in some radically different mouthpiece and get a totally different sound out of it. So it really makes for kind of like depth and thickness in how you build those parts. So for all you solo horn players like me out there, you don't need a whole bunch of people. If you've got a few different horns and a few different mouthpieces, you can be a whole lot of different people if you kind of take an approach like this. So I think that's probably all I've got for today. This is a pretty crappy video, but I think it's, it's the content. It's not the quality, right? I'm showing you how to do this and what I'm doing and how to get started with this. So I would really encourage everybody to go out there and just, give it a shot. Because, I mean, just like 6 short years ago, I think it was 2018 when I started doing this on my own. And, I've come a long way since then. So if you start now, in some period of time, you might be, kind of catching up and doing what you really dig. And I really like the things that I end up releasing. So give it a shot. I'm always a big proponent of execution over everything else. So you're going to suck at the beginning, but there's no way past that other than to suck through it. So that sounded weird, right? But anyway, I hope this was helpful to somebody. I know it's been a while since I put up a video. Apologies for that. It's been a really, really stressful few weeks for me at work, and there's a lot of crap going on, and it's just, my head hasn't been in the game. So, you know, I'm hoping to kind of bring it back and do some more videos, but, you know, perhaps this is one of my most feature-rich and trick-sharing videos that I've done so far. Okay, see ya.